Hey guys, how's it going? And today I wanted to be talking about, in this video, good survivor perk builds. I see in a lot of videos like top 5 survivor perks and there's top 5 killer perks, but I really don't see a lot of videos where it's focusing on like good perk builds where the perks like work together and for the best efficient way. So that's what I really want to be talking about in this video. And so we'll just hop right into it. Alright, so the first build that I have, it's more of a perk to lose the killer, I think, in a pretty easy way. You can use this in high ranks, and you can even use this in low ranks. It all depends on your playstyle, though. So the first perk that we have is lightweight. Your footsteps are less visible, or will last longer. Then we have lithe. We run 150% our normal running speed for 3 seconds. Then we have urban evasion. When we're crouching, we basically crouch like we're walking. And then dance with me, we leave no scratch marks for 3 seconds after doing a fast fall. So when the killer's chasing you, if you have a good amount of distance on him, or maybe you can be even a little closer, if you hop out of a window, you'll leave no scratch marks for 3 seconds, you'll get that light sprint burst, and then you'll get that extra lightweight so your footsteps will not last as long. And then you can use urban evasion to move your way around the terrain, and it can easily lose the killer, especially if you know what you're doing and you're an experienced player. So I really like this perk. And we'll just go on to the next one. Alright guys, and then we got one of the perk builds that I probably use the most, and this is basically this one right here. I think this build is perfectly well balanced, and you can also get one of your blood points since this is double blood points for the next couple of days. So what we have is sprint burst. You gotta have an adrenaline perk in there. It's great for getting away from the killer initial start, and you can get into good loops with it. Then we got self-care. If you are, injured and you don't want to waste time basically when people are repairing a generator, so you can just go ahead and use self-care and then you're back in the game. Then we got We're Gonna Live Forever, probably one of the most controversial perks. It's a really good perk for blood points, but not much else. Every time you take a hit to protect the survivor or rescue from a hook, you get 25% more blood points in all categories, up to 100%, and it is really good for farming. This is one of the best perks for farming. And then we got Bond, to where we can keep tabs on all the survivors, see what they're doing, if anybody's working on generators, anybody are you going to save him. And this is a huge time saver as long as you know what's happening, especially if the killer's chasing someone, you can see them within 36 meters. Not the killer, but like the person being chased. So yeah, this is probably the build I use the most. This is great for high rank matches, and this is it right here. This is probably one of my favorite builds right here. Alright, so you guys I don't see a lot of no mither builds, and no mither can be a pretty decent build, like put in the build if you know how to use it right. But if you're in the really high ranks, I would probably not recommend using no mither in a build. But this is more of a build for more high rank rounds. So first, of course, we have no mither. We are permanently injured. We don't leave any pools of blood, and we can recover from the dying state as many times as we want. And then we're going to combine that with resilience, where we get a 9% additional speed when repairing, sabotaging, healing, etc. And then we got This Is Not Happening. When you're healing, repairing, or sabotaging, the great skill check is 30% bigger, so it's much easier to hit, especially if you're already pretty good at hitting the regular ones. You basically hit them almost every time. And then we got Stakeout. If you're in the killer's terror race for 15 seconds, you get a token, and you can get 4 tokens. And when you get a good skill check, it basically considers it a great skill check. So if you have a toolbox, and you're running this build, and you got your 4 tokens and everything, you can get gens done so fast. It is a really good build if you really want to gen pop and you know how to play no mither. If you know how to play no mither, this build is really good. Now we'll just go on to the next one. Alright guys, so for this build is a really altruistic build, and it can actually really help you in high ranked level matches if you do prefer. So let's just get into the perks right here. So we have sprint burst. Obviously, you gotta have. I would recommend in almost all builds, you gotta have at least one exhaustion perk, because these perks are so good. Whether it's adrenaline, sprint burst, lithe, bounce landing, you choose. You gotta have at least one of these bad boys. And then you don't have to if you're doing a fun build, but I'm just strongly recommending it. And we got borrowed time after we save the survivor for 15 seconds. They won't take any damage. They'll just get put into the 25-second bleed out timer. We got leader, so if we're near someone, they do a 9% faster repair and stuff like that. And then to compare with that, we got bond, and so we can find people within 36 meters. So we could see if people are saving the person on the hook, and we could see if other people are working on generators, so we can run over to them and help them fix it. And with that leader perk, it'll help them fix it faster. Now with leader, you could change this leader perk right here, and you can put in, hold on, where is it? You can put in the new perk deliverance, because after you save only a borrowed time, you have sprimpers to get away, and then if you do end up getting hooked, you can actually save yourself for a 100% guarantee. So that's probably, so yeah, I really like this build. It's probably one of my second favorite builds right here. Alright, so for this right here, this is probably going to be the last build I'm going to show you guys. And this build right here is more of like a farming build, because a lot of people like using one specific survivor, and instead of like leveling them up, they just kind of level other survivors up, and then so they, in response to they run out of items. And so this build right here is to get items and get really good add-ons included with them. So to start off, we got Plumbers Instinct. So we could see people, we could see chests within a 32-meter range of us, and so you know we can find the item first, obviously, right? Then we got Ace in the Hole. We got 100% chance that an add-on of very rare rarity or lower will be attached to it. So this is great because if you find a good item, you can get a really good add-on. In general, then like you can escape with it and then get a really good item, so you could use it later on in other games and put whatever you want on it. And then to include with this, to make sure that you survive, we got adrenaline, because if you're injured and the killer's chasing you, if they finish the exit gates, you get that extra health state, or if you're in the dying state, you go to injured state. And then we got self-care. If you're injured and you can't find anybody, because we don't have bond with this build, it'll be hard to find people, so you know you can run over to the corner of the map and heal yourself real quick if the killer's not around. And so yeah, this is a really good build for finding items, and obviously I would not use this in high ranks because this isn't that great in high ranks, obviously, because it's just for items, but in lower ranks this would be a great build for you. Alright guys, so that's all I have for the builds in this video. If you guys want to see more survivor builds, or if you guys want to see some killer builds, just please leave a like on the video. And if you guys didn't like the video, just leave a comment and tell me why you didn't like it, or you could just leave a dislike on the video. And that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you in the next one.